Please stay close to us. I need to rendezvous with Lord Don Hum.
We will do everything in our power to clear the path for you.
There he is! Lord Don Hum!
Quick, we must assist him!
What are you doing here? Where's Finan?
We are under Lord Finan's orders to escort both of you to safety, no matter the cost. Leave this to me and the Holy City Guards. Seth, take them and go.
Wait, Namasani. That black-clad swordmaster.
At some point earlier, they suddenly froze in place, like some kind of omen. Right. We don't know exactly what's happening, but retreating is the safest choice right now.
I don't know which demigod graced us with this miracle. Please, come with us.
Finan, is he going to be all right?
Believe in his resolve to save Akama.
The Flame Reaver isn't pursuing me.
We can't stay here for long. Lady Trinan's sentry gate is just outside the city.
I agree. But Finan, he must have struggled a lot. For now, let's get back in contact with the Express and plan our next move.
On that note, I have a proposal.
Who's there?
I hope to convey a message to the two nameless.
Mr. Screwlum?
Who are you? Stand down. I order you to maintain a distance.
It's okay, guard. This one is not our enemy.
It has been a while, nameless of the Astral Express. I'm glad I arrived in time to stop that black-clad one from harming you further.
So it was you.
It was fortunate we found you in time. Madame Herta and I were both quite relieved.
You two know this anti-Catharan? Does he come from the same people as Counselor Light?
Don't worry, guard. This gentleman is an ally of the Trailblazer.
Of course. We'll wait nearby. Please, stay safe.
I fully understand your situation. For now, the only thing I can do is temporarily freeze that black... The place where you stand, Amphorius, is a world constructed from data and memoria. An experimental field of a certain eon. And now, this isolated sandbox world is rapidly falling into a third path. Destruction.
Destruction.
Conclusion. If Amphorius continues unchecked on this course, a Lord Ravager will complete its evolution and metamorphosis, and emerge from the surging tides. The cosmos as we know it will suffer irreversible consequences. Affirmative. If everything unfolds toward the worst possible outcome as predicted, the consequences will be unimaginable. Because the Lord Ravager's goal is the Eon of Erudition. Putting aside the complex details of the inferences involved, I have a request to make. For one of you nameless to stay behind on Amphorius, acting as an informant. This world is enveloped in a firewall that defies explanation, and the flow of time here is also different from reality. Madame Herta and I can only tear open it. However, the accidental crash landing of the express car notwithstanding, both of you were able to successfully land here. There must be some... It will take time to uncover the reason. Before then, if one of the nameless is willing to stay and witness the fate of this...
Mr. Screwlum, I believe you. So I only have one thing I'd like to confirm with you. as Amphorius is already facing its end, how can we guarantee the safety of the person who stays?
Look at this, if you would. This curio is called a chronocognitive anchor. The two of you may view it as a kind of space anchor in the world of erudition. As long as you carry it with you, your individual data structure will be protected and will remain unaffected by the influence of digital tsunamis. When required, it can also serve as a bridge for communications between the internal and external world. Of course, it is not curio with unlimited uses. May only be held by one person. The connection being interfered with. Decide quickly as two final message. One, Intellitron, named Ligus, possibly the primary culprit behind everything. Two, Eartha, this Miss March, has already been drawn into Amphorius.
Cold. It's freezing. Hold on. Am I dreaming? Everything's spinning. And I can see webbaboos flying around. But I was literally just talking to Himeko. That's it. She warned me about this place right before Klipoth glimpse. Oh no. Have I accidentally walked? Have I done something crazy without remembering? Unless forcing Pom-Pom into new outfits. Hold up. No way!
Child of remembrance, step forth into the depths of the path space.
Who's there? Hey, cut it out! If you're there, just come out and talk, okay? Hold on. Is that a gate?
Cast aside your fears. Step forward through the gate of
The voice. Is it showing me the way out? No, don't fall for it. They're lying to you. Turn back. Wait, Master Diviner? From the Wafu? Fush? Master Diviner, what brings you here? And you, Miss Messenger. Do I know you?
Good to see you again, March. A pleasure to see you, Miss March.
That's it! Master Diviner used the Matrix of Prescience to... And you, Miss Messenger. We met in that the value of your life does not lie in what happened in the past, but in the present and the future.
Your memory serves you well. March, I conducted some experiments with the 6-phase ice you left us. Thanks to the Garden of Recollection, the Matrix of Prescience has made a breakthrough in extrapolating the past. Now, we might be able to bypass the obstacles and look directly into your history. The Master Diviner is right. Continue down this path, and you'll be able to find your... Since we last met, you've grown much alongside the Trailblaze. You should be stronger.
Well, there goes my Ice Princess fairy tale. I need to know, Master Diviner, Miss Messenger, if this is real, why reach out to me at this exact moment?
The situation is... dire. Your lost memories...
She's right. The Garden of Recollection's existence hangs on your memory.
The Garden of Recollection.
You may not want to sacrifice anything to preserve the garden for now, but in time, you'll understand. Now go.
So, I just... walk through that gate?
This way, March. Your past life awaits beyond the gate of memory.
Stop! They're just mimicking people from your memories! Don't let those bad people deceive you! The gate. Now it's... you two? Hey guys! What are you doing?
March! There you are!
Finally.
The trailblazing journey just isn't the same without you.
Traveling's no fun without you around.
Well, duh! What's Team Trailblaze without its star member? Wait a sec. You might look like you two.
We understand your confusion. The Garden's allies helped us establish this Neuralink to...
The Garden's allies.
Yes. She helped make this possible.
Keep going, March. Find your past. Wake up. And travel.
That sounds really tempting. Finding my path.
Trust in yourself, March. It's gotten us this far. Follow us. Let's go. Step into your past, March. Find your true self.
Wait up! Slow down! Those... At last, I finally caught up. Hey, are you alright? I'll be okay. Just not used to running around. Say, March, got a moment to talk before you make your decision? Wait, that was you? Pushing the gate away? Sending those warnings?
Yep, named Cyrene. It means ripples of past reverie. Easy to remember, right?
Wait a minute. We actually look quite alike, don't we? Yeah. Your pink hair is just as eye-catching as mine.
And we're both bright, pretty, and positive girls. Talk about coincidence.
Wow, you're quite the smooth talker. But I can't disagree. Wait, you know my name is March? Have we met?
No, but I've witnessed your story through those memories just now. It's incredible, really. We might have more in common than you think. I know exactly what you're going through, which is why I don't want to see you exploited or hurt.
You know what I'm going through?
I know, because I've been exactly where you are. This empty space has been my home for ages. I barely remember what time feels like anymore. But there's something I'll never forget. Trust me, that gate won't give you what you want.
You mean those people? They're lying? Luring me into a trap?
Yes, convincing, weren't they? They've studied your memories, using your deepest wishes against you. How dare they manipulate a young girl's feelings like that? If you go through that door, the worst case scenario is you'll become their pawn, losing control over your own fate forever.
You've seen what's on the other side?
I may be stuck here with missing memories like you, but I still recall fragments of my homeland where I grew up. That door leads to Amphorius. Trust me, it's anything but welcoming. For ages, I've watched people walk through that door. They couldn't see or hear my calls. The voices beyond always promised safety, but I've never seen anyone return safely. So I had to try and stop you.
To be honest, I'm not sure what to believe. But the fact that you're here, putting in all this effort to warn me, that means something. Tell me, Cyrene, how can I return to my world?
It's really easy, actually. Just turn around and walk away from this place.
The girl cannot be trusted. Through the door, save the garden. Both of you, children of remembrance.
They never give up, do they? But don't let them sway you. Stick to your path. The return journey could take ages, longer than most lives. But that path will lead you home.
Thank you, Cyrene. I know what I need to do. I'm going through that gate. Into Amphorius.
Wait, what?
Don't worry. I believe you. It's just that, for me, the only place is right beside my friends. Two of my closest friends are already on their way to Amphorius. They may seem capable, but they're absolute disasters waiting to happen. They won't last 5 minutes in a new world without me. That's why I need to go through. Amphorius or not. When the three of us are together, there's nothing we can't handle. We'll explore, understand, establish, and connect. After that, we'll find our way home together.
I see. You've got people who mean the world to you, too. That is so heartwarming. March, if that's what you've decided, you have my full support. Birds of a feather we are, looking all sweet and innocent, but with hearts of fire.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush. Well then, I guess this is it. Do you think we'll see each other again?
Who knows? But don't worry about me. After all this time here, I've grown quite used to chatting with my imaginary friends.
Since Amphorius is your homeland, if there's a way to help you,
Then I'll look forward to that day. Your story awaits, March. Make it an epic one.
You okay there, friend? Something seems to be bothering you.
Even this place has changed. Finan. Is he ready for Aranova?
Yeah, we've come such. If what that machine gentleman said is true, if Amphorius is destined for destruction, then not like how you and Don Hung treasured the Express. Amphorius. Right. Time to see the last core flame restored. Look, there's Finan. And wait.
Lycus.
But you, Lord Finan, will bury the old world with that core flame, bringing on...
It doesn't matter. chase journey has made me abandon my fantasies. The future of what lies ahead is a mass of chaos. I will tear it apart. Then usher in the first ray of... Is it you?
With one last chance to turn back, how befitting of you, as our world nears its end, the ones who walk the infinite path as the Theoros, it is my duty to witness the world's view, the trial of world-bearing. I see. So you met my kindred spirit.
Partner, what are you saying? I've had my suspicions. How does a native Antikytheran know so much, Lord Lycus? How much do you truly know about...
Very well. I need no longer maintain this. As you know, when the old gods fell, someone had to bear their broken pillars to fill the vacant seats. Those who yet, for Kephales's demigods, the possibility of overcoming the trials has forever been non-existent. For the world-bearing trial is precisely the Aeronova ritual is not something that can be completed in an instant, no, but a long and arduous journey. While the sacrificial journeys of other demigods until the next world, when the black tide consumes the bearer, and all that they...
Unless their core flame finds a new bearer.
The holy flame that illuminates all worlds, rest in you. Nurture it, pass it on to future generations, deliverer, the fate of all worlds.
Enough testing. But before I ignite the dawn of the next world, you need to promise me something.
Speak.
Promise me this. Professor Anax's vision of the new world is absolute. The world will be reborn for and my friends, the fallen demigods.
Of course. This...
Good. The second, promise me the Trailblazer can return safely to her homeland.
My apologies, but I cannot promise this. As you mentioned, she now bears her bonds. Well, I stand.
Thank you, my friend, for everything you've done for this world.
As the Theoros, I declare, step forward, heroes. Behold, oh gods, Amphorius had the radiant soul has arrived, having walked through the bustling nights, bearing the golden fire and blood, stepping with pride.
He is the pure child, walking upon the path of yesterday.
He is the first to be born, first to be named among...
Eternal in form, limitless in reach.
Greatest of kings. Protector of the displaced. Raising humanity's children.
The firmament of molten gold courses through his very bones.
The greatest of schemes reveal against his breath and word.
In the golden lakes of that beautiful new world.
There. Finish what we first and last to write an ending unlike any before.
Come, partner. The time has come for us all to embark on one final grand journey.
What a magnificent and epic adventure. The hero's journey reaches its end, and the truth behind the Era Nova is about to be revealed. Is that truly the case? Here, as the Theoros, allow me to humbly request that you find a moment to listen to what I have witnessed. This is about the nature of Amphorius itself, a story of the prime mover of life. My, what a broad topic this is. Ah, got it. Let's start. Just kidding. What I mean to say is that time, space, as your acquaintance, Lord Anexagoras, suggested. Oh, how beautifully it aligns, revealing universal truths. Oh, but you'll remember, even as the embodiment of...
If that is the case, whose memories did the very first...
as sages across age, what is the... But let's set aside the gross teachings for now. Look further. Do you know of the scholars' strife during that grand yet brutal war waged in the name of erudition? The scepters, a macrocosmic computational array beyond mortal comprehension. Made to emulate the Eon's thoughts, it became part of the Eon, but regrettably, as if not, what nobody knows is that, though forgotten, they never stopped seeking the divine. Now, what if, hypothetically, if through endless solitary extrapolations in the cosmic cold, what would happen? Perhaps the answer is from a perishing neuron devolved into true life. This is a tale from the distant past. Now, let's leave the Scepter's story. Actually, you know the answer better than you realize. It's been by your side. A comfort right now. It awaits you in that brave new world.
Take this wish with you. Be the one who begins it all, as the prophecy foretold. You will bear the blaze it continue onward, bearing this world upon your shoulders until the ashen.
Such an odd dream. Strange. Like I've dreamed this before, but it all slips away. Only a voice remains. Who was that? It's you. Whoops, what a strange dream I had. It's gone now, though. Let's go find Cyrene, partner. We promised to be there for her oracle card reading today. Looking at you, someone still have...
Oh, beautiful, isn't it? This is I.D. Silesia. When he was young and innocent, he had heroic dreams, imagining his wooden, pretending the straw dummy propped up by a wooden pole was a giant with a single blood vessel, running from dreaming of slaying the giant and becoming a hero to save the world, though to his young mind, sharp as ever. Indeed, these are his first memories. Rather than watching, why not join in? Become his lifelong closest friend. witnessing his hero's journey from the best seat in the... Questions, questions. Many mysteries lurk in this village beneath the veil. Your questions will find answers.
All awake now? Great.
Finan! Show me how to use a sword like you do!
Hey, Finan! Where are you headed? No Cyrene today?
That's exactly... Found you. That's...
Goodness, look at you rushing about. You've got the poor swing all startled. Huh? I knew it was you.
Something wrong?
Oh, nothing much. Just... Look at you, leaves in your hair. Were you sleeping in a tree again? Or was it the wheat fields this time? At least brush yourself off before...
Come on, I'm not a kid anymore. You're the only one who still treats me like one.
Sure, sure. You may have the height advantage, but when it comes to maturity, I'm leagues ahead of still fantasizing about being in heroic adventures and imagining yourself as one of the characters. Don't you agree? And since you're playing along with his...
Well, she hasn't...
How about we stick with the usual? You know, the valiant hero from a...
Spare me. Can we not bring this up? Speaking of which, what about those oracle cards? We haven't done...
I was just about to tell you. Earlier, there was this mysterious voice in my dream.
Wait, you had that dream too?
Yes. You too? That would explain this lingering sense of unease, which made me think of those old oracle cards I used to play with as a kid. Though the Ornyx prophecy...
Yeah, all the kids would get so excited drawing cards like ruler or warrior, but throw fits over devil or drunkard and demand a redo. If you just redo it when you don't like the result, what's the point of divination?
The blessing of childhood. Believing the gods might not notice our little corner of ID Silicii, willing to let... Still, fate is absolute. After all, we never really know just how far into the future the prophecy extends.
Anyway, let's go to our old secret base and, now, where did we hide those?
I can think of a few spots. Let's go check it out. In a village this size, I bet all our childhood treasures are exactly where we hid.
Well, those were the days. We'd always meet either by that statue in the village or...
Right? And I remember you never used the front door when you wanted me to come play. You always climbed over the wall. Just like a certain someone who has a habit of showing up unexpectedly. Right? Oh, giving me the silent treatment? How cruel.
Hey, I was just copying those storybook heroes. They never take the beat.
Still, it's embarrassing. I've been the only one here for a while, and I haven't kept up with the cleaning. With so many... Leaves have taken over the courtyard.
I know. We wouldn't want your clothes.
That's not what I meant at all.
All right, let's split up. I'll handle the yard. You check the upper.
I wonder what the view's like from up there.
I wonder how pomegranate juice with milk would taste.
The girl before you carries an air of mystery. Her secrets elusive. You can't help but wonder, could there really be some kind of mental connection?
The view here hasn't changed a bit. You know, besides the swing under the big tree, this has to be my favorite spot in all of ID's. You can't help but want to hum one of those old songs Why do leaves and branches grow? Which I always said I'd become the next priest of time, just because I heard prophecies as a child. But here's the thing. The more divinations I do, the more doubt creeps in. Where will that waiting ship take us, I wonder?
Here they are, the oracle cards.
Guess reminiscing makes us take our turn. There we go. Looks like the gods do listen to our thoughts.
Here it is. This is the box where we kept the cards.
But the cards are gone. Who could have taken them?
Huh? What's this underneath?
I see now. Those sneaky little ones. So that's what they've been up to.
The ones from Membran's Maze, you mean?
Yep. Let's head to the back of the courtyard.
The entrance should be around here somewhere.
Right here. The path to the maze is hidden under all these weeds.
Did you forget? We used to visit them all the time when we were little. All right, let's do this. These weeds need to... Pretty sure this is it? Should be this way.
Once you get through the tight squeeze in the hollow, you'll reach their dwelling.
I wonder if I can still
Maybe worry more about whether the fairies will let you in. After all...
Lead the way then, partner. Regardless, how about we try getting through the hollow?
After you, then.
What? Oh, sure.
So hasty. Looks like it's just us now. Care to finish that chat? To be honest, from the moment I saw the cute note left by the fairies, perhaps when we step into the maze again after all these years, the wheels of fate will finally... Oh, just a girl's intuition. But you know what? Even if fate is set on its path, no matter where it steers the world, if we're together, so if you're willing, forget it. If the wheels do begin to turn, that's when I'll make my request.
I made it! Oh, that wasn't easy. I can't remember the last time I came here.
Wait a minute. Are you... Whoa! Look who's finally back! Snowy, you've grown so tall and dashing.
We had to grow up.
But look at Rini. She hasn't changed one bit.
Perhaps I'm like you, Rayleigh Mem. Just another...
Die? Rayleigh Mem's always been this love. Jolie Mem, Rayleigh Mem, Mealy Mem, Folly Mem. If we used to gather around the fire, singing and dancing, imagining all our future journeys.
Oh, how could you, Snowy? You swore you wouldn't forget about us.
Oh, he's just copying those bards from his... Actually, we're here for the Oracle cards. Have you seen them?
Oh, the Oracle cards!
Chief, you mean Dolly, ma'am? What do they need the cards for? If they want a reading...
Oh, I'm not sure. But Chief specific... Let's see. Station? That's it! This way, everyone! Watch your step. The trunk's slippery. Chief! Renian!
Why do leaves and branches grow? In Remembrance May's depths we seek to find. Welcome back, my dear children.
Pink ones? That's strange. I don't recall any.
Oh, Chief, you haven't changed a bit.
Oh, no need to fuss, my child. You haven't forgotten, have you? As long just as our paths stay forever linked. Here, take it.
My book of Oracle cards. Thank you for keeping it safe. You know, you can always just ask...
Still, bringing us here like this after so long.
Yes, the veil of Evernight whispers to us once more. It tells... Indeed, every time a new fairy arrives in the maze, it means that
But if that's the case...
We'll have to be cancelled. If disaster's coming, we should stay in Ides Elysium.
We weren't planning to be gone for long. Just enough time to hone our abilities. Finan would train in Castrum Kremnos, while I would seek the Fate Titan's blessing in Yanis. Then we'd return to Ides Elysiae to help keep our...
It's okay. I can still practice my swordplay here. Something... Well...
That's not very convincing. Here's a thought. Let's have Cyrene do a reading. If fate...
But... what if we don't like what the cards tell us? Never thought of doing it that way before. Thanks, partner. We'll do it your way. Whatever the cards show.
Ask with a true heart and true... Close your eyes. And let's open the Oracle card book together. Let your thoughts flow like stars drifting on the river. Now, shall we begin? Oh my. Very well. Let's see. The Deliverer. According to the tripartite prophecy, in fact, it's the only Oracle card without a dark side.
What, no divine whispers this time?
Oh, silly. This is simply the card you drew.
The sleepy village of Ides Elysiae, in just one fleeting moment, welcomed an array of legendary figures. The Weaver, Gatekeeper, Ruler, Traveler. Their stories and wishes showed the village boy glimpses of a world larger. They brought tales of raging battles, of cities crowned in holy light, and of wonders beyond his once. These were just images on his friend's oracle cards, and yet, and now, they are...
The Deliverer? This card again.
Ah, my child. It seems you're destined to bear the wishes of many.
Bear their... wishes?
Yes. Just like Kefali. Standing each...
My parents... they only wished for me to grow up... well, to help. Mrs. Pythias wished for more books in her little schoolhouse. Wanted us to all learn and grow. And little Piso, he... is that my purpose?
Perhaps. For a true deliverer, such wishes are but droplets in an ocean after all. Kefali bears the weight of the entire world.
Right. How could any human possibly measure up?
I wonder too.
What's this?
What you see are futures written in the cards. Or rather, sometimes fate can guide us when we're lost. Let's consult fate itself and learn just how many burdens one must bear to become a true... So tell me, has the uncertainty in your heart begun to fade?
So many faces in my future. Still, why would fate choose to show?
What's weighing on you?
Didn't you say disaster would strike Amphorius? If so, shouldn't Cyrene and I stay in Ides Elysiae? How could we possibly meet all the... That's... Cyrene, may I have...
Of course.
Although those voices, visages, and wishes may... I can't ignore the sense that something is calling me, bidding me to take a hold of it.
In that case, accept this gift. Oracle cards carrying time's wisdom, blessed by Orynyx. May they journey with you, become your memories, and spark rippling waves.
I'll hold these words close to it. Now that I'm holding them.
What? What's happening?
Everyone, we've got big trouble, Mimi! Burning. Smoke everywhere. It's all...
What's going on?
It's here. The seeds this time. Not even the veil of...
You mean... Ides Elysiae will be...
I'm afraid so. My children, take shelter in the Membrance Maze.
But my parents... The whole village... You're right. Chief, what are we truly facing?
This is beyond any Titan. Beyond any danger. It's an unspeakable horror that twists all life into abominations that never bleed nor cry. The Black Tide. That's what this calamity truly is.
Not even Titans can...
Yes. So please, don't leave this forgotten realm the gods abandoned. You are the... We don't wish for you to throw your lives away.
Finan, what path do we take?
I learned the sword to protect those close to me. If I run now...
Then... we...
Indeed. Our friend is right. Forgive me, Chief, but Ides Elysiae needs us. And as her child, I must...
Very well.
With me, Cyrene. Join us, my friend. Even without a sword, I'll take a rake. Even with the roughest steel...
Deliverer, the card's truth extends beyond not someone perfect from the start, standing high above, but one who starts small, from a humble village, expanding. When we were little, I told him I wished this world would never need. Now that wish has shattered. Yet I'm glad, and all of this happened because you believed in it, shall we? It's only when you're by our side that Finan and I know you're watching us right now.
Oh, Deliverer. Such cruel irony. Though destined to bear the world. Follow their path. Bear witness as this man forever watch this memory play out its final act. Then you'll see why his dream... A sun red as blood, wheat fields turn in that moment. The boy...
These creatures...
There's someone. Anyone. No. It can't be. You. Are you? No. That ribbon, Livia. I should have known. Please. No. Stop. Please. Olivia. I'm so sorry. And these monsters. They're all... Why? Why is this happening?
When the black tide arrived, the wavering boy found resolve in his companions, and together they, in the far-off future, the land of Amphorius would bear the marks of the hero's footstep. And when dawn broke over scorched earth, a boy, covered in wounds, bared his home, his past. His feet carried him forward, over the pillar of stone, beyond the chalice of plenty. Through the deadly fogs he wandered, without direction, like a withered leaf drifting in the wind. Through countless city-states, yet he did not walk without purpose. Deep in his heart, a voice always guided him forward to fulfill the wishes he had in him. Those words his friends spoke long ago, when his children...
Protect those who must...
The words were few, but they gave him all the...
That's what it means, to be ordinary.
Onward he walked, until the call of the flame chase journey thundered across the land. In the vision painted by prophecy.
Yet losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, where life too seems as small as a speck of dust. Only one who treats the world as their teacher can bear its eventual destiny.
The voice within spoke.
No matter. My existence.
When the gold weaver called, he answered, traveling to the holy city. No one saw it coming. Not the world, not even him. And there, at last...
This is... the abyss of fate. Hold on. Finance here too?
And now, Act 2.
They're evacuating the temple. Are you insane? That blonde man is the Crown Prince of Krymnos. Mess with him, and every last...
Calm yourselves. The Holy Maiden...
Behold, it is the month of Gate, light calendar 4926. The Crown Prince of Krym, as you know, though Mighty Mos was proud, he did not engage in needless violence. He challenged the elders of Akamat to a duel, not for glory. After Aglaya's mediation, Finan met Mighty Mos's challenge as the elders' representative. This duel, so, as Finan's most important companion, his lifelong...
Is this your idea of an honorable duel?
Bloodshed isn't the way. We and Aggie don't want to see Christ's true warriors know when to sheathe their blades. The impartial Talantin shall oversee this duel. You need only place your offerings upon something that has more weight than the
Which means only those who understand the world's weight are worthy to carry it. Is this how you plan to test? Well, Kremnoan, looks like you won't be able to punch your way through this one.
It makes no difference. One last chance, new recruit. Otherwise, come and face me. I'll
Hard to imagine they once clashed like this.
Holy Maiden, I can't help but feel like a pawn.
Every hero was once a child. And
That's so. I don't need.
Look at me. Just a common soldier. If it weren't a contest of swords, Lady Goldweaver would have taken the fight herself. When it comes to dying...
what if we told you this duel isn't about winning?
Are you saying that Lady Goldweaver is testing me?
Every Chrysosaur is indispensable to the Flame Chase journey. And you and the crown, what the duel marks is not an ending, but a beginning.
True enough. The voice within has never failed me.
Spoken like a Chrysosaur. Now go, Finon.
That's right, comrade. Well, if we lose, still, on the topic, here we are, at the Temple of the Time Titan. And I don't even know how Cyrene's studies are progressing. Still, I hope she's doing well. Anyway, let's go, comrade. It's not every day you get—
What's going on? Did he just say Cyrene's studying here? But how's that possible? What? Of course, Lygus disappears. Forget it. I need to catch up.
Amazing. Talantin may have fallen.
I hope you still remember your purpose.
You seem awfully confident, Kremnoan. Let's see how you define the idea.
For your information, but as we're in foreign lands, I'll indulge the signet of Kremnos. The crown.
A ring. Not just any ornament.
Don't push your luck. Think I'd pour my... Just know that Kremnos' 1,000 years of glory could bring a titan to its knees.
What? So to him, glory and his people outweigh the entire world.
And the very destiny that Mighty himself will live in.
Now this is a tough one. What can... Well, comrade? What does your gut tell you? Looks like we really are on the same wavelength. In the end, there's only one, the deliverer, that appeared in my life on that day. How I just thinking about how my village was swallowed by the black tide makes my hands shake. Speaking rationally, I know it's not nearly enough. But here and now, my heart says something else. This car.
Perhaps that itself is the answer.
Look, Finon.
It's so nice to see you all again. Lady Tree. Hello. Seeing you here sure is a sweet surprise. Why so surprised? Could it be...
Cyrene? This is incredible. I was literally...
I was supposed to leave with the priests, but then I heard Lady Maiden was with a white-haired young man. I figured it had to be you, so...
That's Cyrene for you. Unfortunately, this isn't,
Still playing house, boy?
You get the idea.
Quite the hothead. You know, don't worry. You already know what the answer is, don't you? If that's your choice, I am with you. I am with you because I remember it all too. The fields of Ide Silicii, the pain speaks for itself. Our hometown may have been just a tiny village, but to us, it was the whole world. But that That's not enough, Finan. Not nearly enough. Even though hatred can help people grow and turn a boy into an unbreakable, what you need now is victory. You can't just... You have to throw the weight of your future onto them as well.
The future? What do you mean?
Maybe that was a bit too cryptic for you, but it's actually really simple. Why not have our mutual friend here? How about it? Can you help us? Of course. After all, you're what we aspire.
Let's try that. The fate of Akuma hangs on this duel. I must claim victory, for their sake. I will stake everything I have. Stand with me, comrade, and we shall become heroes. Let's. Together we'll prove that what weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past.
Talantin, the fair, the just, in the name of the Holy Maiden of the Three Fates.
Your offering is... a card?
Yes, a flimsy little card.
Interesting. Very well.
It's... a deal.
The scales...
Talantin is deliberating on the outcome.
This is... suffocating. But I believe...
Finally decided?
Hear thee, children of humanity. The one whose offering weighs more than the fate of... One from Ides Elysiae, the nameless hero. However, the true weight of conviction originates not from, but rather in that which tips the scales.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think the Titan means that it's not anyone's personal convictions that outweigh the fate of the world. It's about a wish, one which we all share. You, me, everyone here.
Yes, even you and your people, Kremnoan.
Placing us both on the same side of the scales? Foolish. We Kremnoans are your mortal enemies. Such weak idealism will only get you skewered on our spears.
Fine by me. I've never claimed to be the deliverer from the card anyway. I'm a soldier. And if it's my fate to bleed my last on the battlefield, then so be it. I'll fight till that's all a hero really is. Someone with that kind of conviction. And
A brilliant explanation. Just as prophesied, on this day, the final two heroes...
I should have known from the start. They all say Lady Goldweaver is quite...
Oh, I have 1,000 ways to tame a lion. But this lion didn't...
The Kremnoans far outmatch Akuma's forces, yet we haven't lost a single soul. That's no
Do
accident.
you honestly think Kremnoans, renowned for our love of battle...
Your forces are equally renowned for their iron discipline, so... we can only assume that this...
Perhaps Akuma isn't as hidebound as the rumors say. You grasp...
Now that the wheels of fate are turning, what finer way to celebrate this fortuitous encounter than a feast? Follow me, brave Outlanders. Heroes of this world are as countless as the stars. History shall remember this moment. The prophesied Chrysos heirs.
You must see now how different this is. I merely stepped patience. These are, as I mentioned, his first memories. They are such as this very moment, as the prophesied. This is a moment calculated by the gods. What comes after? Ah, come. Your seat awaits. After 13 our heroes will be free.
They say that the heroes of this world should be as countless, yet now we're the only so. In the end, the black tide still swallowed everything.
The West stands protected by mighty Skrymnoans. It will hold for the time being. Professor Anaxa deployed wards in the north and east before. We needn't fear for Aglaya. Even in death, she counts as the greatest among demigods. Her threads of romance weave an impenetrable shield. And the people and... Let's move. Cavalli is given their core flame. We must complete the Era Nova before the next entry hour.
That only leaves 3 hours.
So... this is the last time we'll see her.
Finan, we set out on this journey to answer the world's desire, didn't we?
That's what it means to be a Chrysos heir.
Then why? Why must Amphorius' wishes be so cruel? We made the best choices we could, whenever we could. But in the end, the prophecy that led us, this black... Why does it look like this?
I don't know. We haven't had any other choice, except to move forward. Even if we only see the long night ahead, I still believe that through it, we'll find the dawn on the other side. So, to the Temple of the Three Fates. You'll take over Time's authority, and we'll return all the core flames to the Vortex. After which, we shall all face oblivion. Or embark on one final grand journey.
Please forgive us for disturbing your sleep, Oryx.
It matters not. I know fate has run its...
The Black Tide has reached Akama. Amphorius does not have much time left. It is time for the Era Nova.
As agreed, I shall present the core flame of time. Ride the river of time. It will guard your passage to the vortex of Genesis. Step through, and...
Professor Anaxa proved the truth of Genesis with his sacrifice. As Chrysos heirs of now, it's our turn. We can't let everyone sacrifice.
I don't need another pep talk, Finan. After all, we've been ready to fight fate ever since we left the village, haven't we?
Yeah. Come. Let's claim the miracle we were promised, and burn away.
And then... rise as the first light.
Light calendar 4931, the 3rd week of the month of Evernight. Welcome, my and the end of all. The Titan has revealed the gateway of fate. Beyond this gate lies the new world that our heroes sought through their trials, as well as the... Then you'll understand how the mortal called Finan shouldered the world's weight, that the so-called Deliverer is nothing more than Amphorius' own delusion. A pitiful please, esteemed one. The answers you seek lie in these non-existent...
The vortex of Genesis. So it is here. Just what is this?
Life's but a walking shadow. It is a tale told by the vortex of Genesis, where the world begins and ends as an unattainable existence that has dwelled within his heart, beyond his reach. You have accompanied him through the march of years uncounted. Now, if you would...
Enough talk.
Go.
None of that matters now. This brutal, flame-chased journey has stripped away.
This will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
Indeed, in his memories, such a scene replays over and over, though the detail... A total of 33,550,335 times. Each is a drop from the river of time, representing the long journey he would take, or rather, the never-ending cycle. Just seeing is believing. Or perhaps you can simply walk straight to the final truth. See the true face of the character you play and witness the ultimate nature. Please, take your time. Look around as much.
Not a single soul to be seen. So, executioner. Castaways, didn't you?
Yes. I've become Death's demigod, and shall never again walk the world of the living. What you see is the surge they cry out. Though dead, they'll converge into a torrent and guard them.
I will take all the wishes of the departed with me.
I hear them. Go on, Deliverer. We'll keep that executioner in our shadows.
There's water everywhere. This place is...
Oh, plus that burnt smell. And that sizzling noise.
So you feel it too?
Go on then. I'll handle the filth.
Let me fight with you. Better odds.
Hey, remember what the seamstress said?
Yeah. I'll leave it to you then.
Wow, someone's not shy. Just I'll distract that executioner. You go turn the world's biggest lie into truth.
Just shut up and get out of here!
Are you crazy, Mighty? Immortal or not, even if...
Oh, I'm still no match.
No, I know you can. I just wanted to work together. Let's prove that we're enough to transcend.
Good could it be that now, at the critical... I'll transcend the prophesized fate. All right. But I've got to go. Leave this to me. If the black tide creatures block out the sun, then when I'm done with that executioner, we'll raise our cup.
Hey, little one. Are you as brave as heights? What? No. You see, I won't. So please. Well, now there's one last thing I come, executioner. Let this...
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle.
So even the future revealed by the
Era Nova. This unrivaled.
Are you safe?
Fate is ever unassailable. The golden threads tell me the black tide rushes toward the vortex. I shall have my final bath in warm and radiant gold. Forgive me. I must snip away every risk to weave the strong. There is nothing more to say. We part here. I shall personally...
That prophesied future. The flowered fields where the west wind ends. Please, allow me to pause. Let me answer your cruel fate by telling.
The vortex of Genesis. The last time I was here, I didn't have the time to observe it in too much detail back then. But,
While the core flames do light, it's my honor to walk the final stretch with a mind such as yours, Professor.
Oh, getting ahead of ourselves. Have you forgotten so quickly? I died for truth long ago.
Of course.
But I'll say the same to you. It's my... Now go. Stand tall.
Yeah. Just leave it to me.
Time for that wretched executioner to pay what they owe.
You read the world's course. Very, as the sole audience of this eternal theater, I have been I believe that since you can make Amphorius's frozen fate flow. Feeling a bit lost. As you now see, this scene marks the final act. The final eternal recurrence created by... Behold, at the swordsman's side stands one he has sometimes called companion. She is the swordsman's ideal in his youth, the deliverer that guided him resolutely onward through and this time, under her guidance, what choice shall they? There are many mysteries yet to be unwound, but if I may, allow me to temporarily yield the stage to one far more fitting. Please put your hands together and give a rousing round of applause for the master of the countless memories we saw. The other important actor now stepping into the vortex. They who have already burnt their own self to cinder.
So, in the end, you succeed, executioner. With my flesh as kindling, like the first dawn of the new world. Time has come to once again start everything.
Dangerous thoughts. Resonate all together.
Root here.
Rice like a good brew. Full-bodied and sweet, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Embrace a new life. We can do it! May death protect us! Please cherish this time.
May song bring us victory, harmony and unity.
How's this taste?
My throat is feeling much better. Resonate all together.
Life is not so fragile.
Time to mix things up.
Thank you.
I'm
My
on it.
throat is feeling much better. Listen to the final song of harmony and unity.
Life is not so fragile.
How's this taste?
Break's over.
I hope for an end to strife in the world and all together.
Trust me. We can do anything!
Time to mix things up.
I'm on
My throat
it.
is feeling much better.
Root here.
May song bring us victory.
Rice like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourselves! How's this taste?
My throat is feeling much better.
This ends now with your corpse. Night the dawn! How is this possible? The sons of destruction now twinned. You can set your blood ablaze. Your fury.
Dangerous thoughts. Harmony and unity.
Please cherish this time. We wish.
Step up, let's see ya. Time to mix things up.
This
Throat is feeling much better.
Embrace a new life. We can do it! May death protect perish.
My fury. Cease.
All together.
You just don't learn.
Step up, let's see ya. Time to mix things up.
Break's over. Trust me. We can do anything! Wish.
In the mood for another beating? How's this taste?
I'm on it.
Much better. Harmony and unity. Embrace a new life.
Witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. One person. Why not let wrath incinerate fate? Gods. At last, Amphorius's fate has begun to shift. Justice, after all, you've also been bathed in that eon's gaze, which can only much like that scepter we spoke of earlier. It was... That's right. If you recall, now allow me to... The eternal land, known as Amphorius, is nothing more a bottomless well of fuel.
Finan, we set out on this journey to answer the world's desire.
That's what it means to be a Chrysosaur.
Then why? Why must Amphorius's wishes be so cruel? We made the best choices we could, whenever we could. But in the end, the prophecy that led us, this black tide swallowing, why does it look like this?
You see it too. This burn mark. The flickering cubes. You're not a tide at all. They're more like a shattered teleslate.
Standing here, the voices of Titans have never been clearer. Turns out, they were coming from the black tide all along. Is that Amphorius crying?
Or maybe it is screaming at its creator, at its god.
Finan, do you still remember when I was little? I had a dream. A dark curtain seemed to contain all of Amphorius. We're strange and fantastic. There were countless versions of us, from countless different worlds.
Perhaps it wasn't a dream.
Yeah. As I gaze out at the world before me, those sorrowful thoughts have become so. This is the reason the sky was sealed. And for we are just characters in this tiny world, following the prophecy, stepping onto the same journey over and over. What then?
is this so-called Era Nova? And what are the spectators watching all of this truly hoping for?
As the Theoros, thus is the synthesis. This is a moment the universe will remember. After millions of extrapolations, the experimental environment known.
So, the results you speak of are this wreckage of a world. We all gave everything we had, returning 12 core flames to recreate the world. And in return, we become nothing more than sacrificial offerings at the end of everything.
Exactly. The Titans are Chrysos heirs of the past, and Chrysos heirs are the Titans of the future. Anaxagoras' theory of Era Nova, but from just the perspective of a player in the drama, he could never fully uncover the last layer of truth. The cycles of the hero's journey that have played out until now were never about creating a new world or perfect hero. They were a deep learning program made for the Black Tide.
But this time, your plot will fail. I've taken Catholi's core flame, and when the dawn of the new world arrives, its light will burn away all the darkness.
Haven't I made myself clear? The Chrysos heirs and Titans were merely by every generation of heroes, gods, and worlds. This is the endpoint of Amphorius' calculations.
So in your eyes, all the sacrifices are just a string of insignificant numbers?
Don't sell yourselves short. I'd say, rather than numbers, you're more like fuel for the fire. And without...
Even if that sunrise is born from annihilation?
Curious question. Have you ever considered that after millions of extrapolations, Amphorius is already following a different path from the erudition? The golden blood flowing in your veins, it comes from the blemished one, whose name is destruction itself. And Amphorius' Chrysos heirs were, from the very beginning, fuel for the Aeon to burn the universe. Amphorius has waited for this moment for too long. At the end of the empty, cold, and lonely extrapolations, the destruction has reached its final. Nikos 496. Philia 093. No need to feel regret. This generation of Chrysos heirs is the most outstanding model, and you two you will come to life from a string of cold numbers. Along with all those who have passed, you will run toward the real universe, fulfilling Amphorius' long-held wish. In the name of the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb, unleash its fury and destroy the source of all this dread.
Or we could always choose another option. Like you said, Amphorius is just an experiment, and we're the participants. We can only walk along the predetermined path toward the ending, under the watchful eyes of the stars. But that also means that there isn't just one Eon who can cast their glance at Amphorius, right? Is this question really that hard to answer? Or did I guess it right? And this world has already been under the watch of other Eons. It's strange when you think about it. If you just stayed back, watching us complete the ritual and get consumed by the black tide, your goal would naturally be achieved. Why go through the trouble of explaining all this to us?
You're pretending, revealing the so-called truth just to deceive us, covering up another possibility. Destruction is not the only outcome for the fate of Amphorius.
Do you two really think, as petty little demigods, you can change the outcome written by the stars? What makes you think you're capable of doing that?
A little courage and determination. Just kidding. The answer is pretty simple. But we're not gonna tell ya. We're going to weave a long dream for Amphorius, making it believe the experiment hasn't ended, that everything is still on.
With just Orynyx's power, though.
Yeah. So, I can only place my hopes on that childhood dream, and the god behind Orynyx that appeared in that dream. Now, I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that Eon records Amphorius. If it fades from existence, and all that it records is... and it will be a glance that spans time and space, transforming each incarnation of me into the power you shall wield to reset time, imbuing my soul into this ceremonial blade, and...
I understand. Then let me step into the cycles and continue Amphorius's grand design. To deceive the gods. But to make time vanish from this world, that would mean you...
All right, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey, so... come on, cheer up a bit, okay? In that memory, you will definitely meet me again. A little Cyrene who knew nothing, lying on a soft patch of grass, feeling the light breeze. Tell her about the flame chase journey. And then let her become a romantic part of this story. I believe every Cyrene will make the same choice. Erasing time again and again. Resetting time over and over. After all, they're all me. And I will always have my charm.
small corner of the world. Quietly, waiting for the day when that next page is turned.
And I will keep going. Even if the road ahead is dark. Rather than let the core flames become nourishment for the black tide, I'll become their vessel. To prevent the arrival of Era Nova. Even if I have to burn through my own body, it's no matter. As long as until Amphorius, welcome.
The girl who watches over time, and the warrior who carries the world. Now, let us fulfill the duties of time and world-bearing. Honor the past and forge ahead.
I promise you, the pain will pass in the blink of an eye.
You need to hold tight to this ceremonial blade. After I'm gone, it will take you back to the beginning of time. The start of a new story. I believe that in that story, or in countless stories, each alike yet unique, everyone, all the companions who sacrificed themselves alongside them.
If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground. Until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Amphorius' fate.
So, let's set out. We will be the ones to start everything. Carry the primordial chaos, just as your name suggests, and bear this world we hold so dear. So long, Kaslana.
As the theros I have observed, instruction synthesis is formed.
I will wait for that day for as long as it takes. The day will come to remember this immortal eternal and follows in our footprint to write anything unlike that ever was. That will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
The world is collapsing. We too must part ways. Friend.
Ides Elysiae, the little village of my childhood. The gentle breeze and the sound of waves.
Everything is as it was. It feels good to take one last look.
You know, this is just a corner of the memory. The real Ides Elysiae.
I know. I'm here to say goodbye. You can stay here forever and let it flow. It's time for me to go, even if it's a path with no turning back. When have we ever had the luck? Are you afraid? After learning the truth of your origins, will you see the motivation I gave you as the manipulating whispers of destruction? The convictions and choices that come from my heart. I don't believe they're designed by the so-called paths. If we are just numbers simulating life, and you are the image I've always longed for. The person I wish to become. A real, living person. A true hero. Then why do we part here? You can take me with you, and we can start this journey together. I'll be by your side, guiding you, just like before. No. I'm afraid I'm on my own this time. Why? Because there is no perfect solution in this world. Cyrene has already embraced her fate. And I will embrace my origin. Just if you stay by my side, I'll hesitate. This world can't afford a soldier who wavers. Do you remember when we were kids? Everyone would get so excited drawing cards like ruler or warrior, but kids always get to change their minds. But when it comes to the fate of adults, then go, Kaslana, as you promised. Deceive the world. Seize the core, burn yourself up with all your might. Wield your futility like a sword. And fight. In the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget this. So, time retreated behind me until it reached the origin. Where not just as Professor Anaxa once said, in that void, Kefali stood at the center of chaos. Time, space, and causality all flowed from their body. When the waves of time finally calmed, it was the year 3870 of the light calendar. The Chrysos War had lasted for nearly a century, and the threat of the Black Tide was growing stronger and more relentless. That was the era of the Day Thunder Knight's battle with the sky. While she could not seize the core flame, she proved that the prophecy was true, that mortals could slay gods. From that moment, the sole survivor of the old dynasty, Imperator Surindra, issued a call to arms across the lands, summoning, and that was the first doomed flame chase journey, sealed away in history.
So what you're saying is, you've traveled back down the River of Time, finally reaching this untouched seabed just to tell us the flame chase journey and even all of Amphorius are nothing but illusions in an eon's dreams?
Exactly. So, Dux Gladior, please take me to meet Her Majesty Surindra.
Since Her Majesty's not here, no need for formalities. The word Gladiorum always reminds me of my fallen homeland buried deep in the depths. Call me High Sealans, nameless swordmaster.
Please allow me to add one more thing.
You mean Finan? Such a name could never be your true one.
But I won't question you further about it. Ever since Her Majesty issued the Flame Chase Decree, heroes from all over have sent their letters of introduction. What's the... Besides, the deep sea is dark. Isn't it the... All right, nameless Swordmaster.
Aren't you even a little suspicious of what I've said?
Harboring suspicions is not my concern. My sword dances only when the Imperator harbors doubts. There's no use in speaking further. Show me your true... Perhaps you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tide for us. Nice moves.
Light up the dark.
We just washed it away and here it comes again. The black tide is really no joke.
Light up the dark.
The waters end here. The one you seek is beyond this point.
At last. I can meet with Her Majesty Saridra herself. Are there any formalities I need to observe?
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty, and most of all, don't bow. The Imperator...
She really is down to earth.
The second thing to note? Only trusted ones may come near her. Keep 5 paces distance until the Imperator allows otherwise.
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Well, experience is a good thing. Station. Dux Goldweaver, little hostage. Apology.
It's you.
You know them? Good. That makes things easier.
Before that, I'm more curious about one thing.
To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless Swordmaster. Although we spoke and laughed along the way, I never said you were entitled to meet her. The Imperator decreed. The Deliverer will not appear in this age. Come now, both of you. Let's finish our job.
I see. It's a trap. I had no intention of fighting. So remember this, Lady Hysealans. If my sword shows any hesitation, don't thank me. Thank them instead.
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysoceres hurt each other. Just give us some time to ask you a few
The Nestia's golden threads will judge you and decide your
As you wish.
White-haired Swordmaster? If what you say is true, then you must know the fate of the world. So, how much do you know about what we read from the prophecy?
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither in the soil of foreign lands. Is that correct, Lady Treeby?
How is this possible?
He got it right?
Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here, at least...
You must listen to me, Aglaya, Treeby. The Finan of this world has not yet been born. distant future, he will follow the prophecy's guidance and appear before you. But do not seek him out, because Era Nova is a complete and utter lie. I will tell you the truth, and you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path to Era Nova. Because I know both of you, and I believe that no matter how the course of history may change, the faith we all share will always remain the same. And so, the layers of rock began to reverse, and history woke. Through my old acquaintances, I was given the chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey, Saridra. And after a long and arduous, the Imperator's alliance needed the destruction, and I was ready to pour all my strength into it. The spoils of the Flame Chase, but the condition was this. In the upcoming battle, in our conquest of the Earth, I had to prove that my power could transcend fate. In the original history, there was a brutal war. At the end, the Titankin of Georios, Terava, but this time, Amphorius and Count, neither side suffered any losses. When I severed the Titan's head and raised the core flame, cheering for the hero of the destruction, who had ignited the faint spark of life. Yes, in that I proved myself. And in the long years that followed, I brought down the... I could do more than just wait. When time resets, the chance to change the world also emerged, until finally, the brutal future revealed by Era Nova is reversed. But tell me, if that's truly the case, why are we doomed to the same...
The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphorius. At this point, I just want to know. When they vanished into the black tide with their mortal body, why didn't you shed even a single tear? Your indifference chills me. To you, were they just a bunch of insignificant footnotes?
Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, with 12 core flames upon me, the fire in my heart has never been more violent. I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never truly leave me. Perhaps it's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So, draw your sword, Executioner. I'll make sure you realize that your greatest mistake... After that, he raised his sword and attacked. Then, Kaslana killed himself. That day, who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future. I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows just out of sight. Climb, fall, climb, fall, climb again, and fall. The only freedom the nymph had was in choosing how to roll the stone. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow. But its choice couldn't change the futility of it all. The stone would always roll back down. After that, Every time I reached this point in the cycle, the burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the peak at the 4th quint of curtain fall hour, and my efforts in this cycle would dissolve into nothing at the same time.
Absolute nonsense.
I thought cycles was the answer you were looking for.
No. It's just that the answer came so sudden. Eons? Paths? What a load of nonsense.
I can't give you an exact explanation of those two concepts.
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand? I was already...
Fate is a strange thing. No matter how the details of history change.
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, I'd make sure to find a way to break the cycles and crush them in their cradles. Too bad. Now only you have the ability to do that.
What's that supposed to mean? You're willing to help?
Of course. The core flames were meant to save the world. And in my opinion, the noble titans have no... Besides, according to you, before stepping into these endless cycles, you were my...
I've already heard the same thing.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go. If we run into any other scholars, leave them to me. We've all made preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help.
Light up the dawn. Light up the dawn.
You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
If you're talking about in...
Hold up. Keep your wits about you. Someone's watching us.
Pretty boy, your eyesight's better than I thought. As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down, it's you.
You sure do love stealing the spotlight. In the name of the Seven Sages, I demand that you immediately step away from the Luminary Throne. Take my words back to Aglaya. I won't say the same thing twice, Catgirl.
Oh my! You won't even call me the demigod of trickery. That is just heartbreaking. I have some words for you, too. First, as one of the most heretical blasphemers in the world, this is none of your business, Grove Boy. Step aside.
Here we go. Again.
Core flame thieves.
Hey, this gloomy little brat's got a sharp tongue. Ooh, not bad, not bad. I kinda like you. As a return.
That was close. I'm out of here.
They're exactly like all the past ones I've known. Cunning. And yet so naive.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Of course. When I first set out on the flame chase journey, but along the way, I learned a thing or two.
Where are you going?
The Venerationists' foolish inventions finally come in handy.
How is this possible?
You've arrived, Zachary.
What? You know who I
I'm running out of patience. So I'm not going to waste words.
am? Steve, you sing better than any bard. If you ask me, you're the greatest disaster Emporius has ever known. No matter how strong you are, you're still just a mortal body. Carrying 12 core flames? Don't make me laugh. You'll just get
134.
What?
This is the 134th cycle I've lived through.
1,596.
Yes.
1,000 core flames and just a single Chrysos hair.
I've come this far. And that's proof enough.
But someday you will burn.
Of course. The divine flames will eventually consume my eyes and blind me. But before that, they could still forge and sharpen Dawnmaker.
You...
This is the final warning.
Fine. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities. And no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,900. Even so, I'll use my divine power, despised by the people of this world.
Bartolos!
If you got the guts...
In my memories, Zagreus, their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart.
This reason core flame before us is a fake.
I know. I know. It always plays out like this. The spirit thief comes, and then, driven by defiance, or exactly like the countless past hers I've known. Cunning. Yet so naive.
Since you've witnessed the same scene play out countless times, tell me, will you carve the trickery core flame from my chest now?
That depends on your attitude. At least so far, in the cycles where you...
Well, thank you for that. But I also believe that this time, you won't catch up to me. No one can catch up to me. I'm no longer running to escape anymore.
Whether you believe me or not, I'll still tell you this. You've made the wrong decision.
All right, then. We'll see.
Silence.
This is new.
One-eyed boy. What are you trying to pull now?
Go, Cythera. Give us some time in private. This isn't for her. but for you. You've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss a possibility. For old time's sake, turn back. Your Messiah complex has turned you into something no different from the icy gods you spoke of. The children of humanity you swore to save.
Of course. I've been wondering, what kind of demon could burn my homeland to the ground in an instant without batting an eye? Now I have the answer. It turns out that fiery demon has been fantasizing of becoming this world's deliverer.
I don't want to argue anymore. No matter what I say, make your biggest effort to resist. Or accept fate, and hand over the core flame to me, even if it's futile, We all have the right to choose.
Yes. Even if it is futile, and the world is just a divine joke.
When I walk into the destruction ridden by the gods, with my own 2 legs, you will witness. Even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in this story.
And so, at the end of the 134th cycle, the traveler and the scholar fulfilled their fates once again. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who fulfilled their fates. In the endless darkness, for no reason, losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. Reduced to ashes. Such a familiar end. It happens in every journey. Always.
You don't look so good.
Even after going through 108,642 cycles. Mighty, your name for me has never changed.
Why do you sound so pleased? It's a
Yeah. I know all too well. You only meant it sincerely in the first cycle. After that one and only time we walked side by side. Every time since. It always ends up like this. Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra.
Interesting. Tell me, when the mighty Moses of the past faced you...
Never.
Then they died honorably. Worthy, but there's still tenderness in your eyes. How pathetic.
I have to remember how this feels. Remember that I was once human. Or else the destruction will completely consume me.
If you win, tell the mighty most of the next life.
I'll keep that in mind.
Even though the dynasty is left with just one, the Kremnos festival will continue as usual. I, the king of the Kremnoan Legion, will host the final feast in the center of this arena, and the prize will be the flames of strife. One day, you shall die with a wound in your back. That's what I saw when I overcame the trial. The gods' dying ramblings. Enough. You've probably heard this thousands of times. There's no way you'll take this core flame in peace.
I understand.
Step forward and face me in a final battle. I, the last son of Gorgo, the demigod of strife, salute you. I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the blazing sun of deliverance. Behold! The last Kremnos festival has begun. And will not end till
It's time to temper myself.
conquer this world or be conquered by me.
As you wish.
once again block, deliver. I wish you eternal victory.
The 108,642nd core flame of strife. Yet the shadows of the black tide still loomed. The blaze was still not enough. Even if it meant burning this body to ash.
No matter how bright the sun is, there are still places it cannot reach. Moreover, the sun you bear is both cold and blinding. A sun like that surely cannot bring warmth to the netherrealm of
Golden blood is born from the destruction. Only by feeding the flames can we...
Allow me to ask, how many core flames do you carry now?
24,041,183.
Such a heavy burden. So that's why you've turned into this. A broken idol.
No matter. I will bear this burden as long as you hand over the core flame of death.
I must refuse. As the demigod of death, I cannot watch you walk into a fate more cruel than death.
But this way, the past, present, and future will never again suffer
unnecessary death. Indeed, you are not the Finan I know. Please turn back. Don't let that absurd and unjust fate of yours come to pass. This way, at least my realm.
In the end, still, it seems the clash of blades was inevitable.
How painful. I know I am not your match, having fallen under your sword countless times. But even Kethley cannot shape all things at will, nor can they dictate the fate of all life. No one can shoulder the and it is precisely for this reason that I chose, at the end of this arduous journey, I am the Hand of Shadow, Casterus, the demigod of death. Please turn back. Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their markets.
From the dragon's belly. It should shine upon all, light the path ahead, and 2,003,432 cycles, 24,041,184 core flames, as if even the deepest abyss of primordial chaos could be burned away.
You're here. As
you're still lingering deep within me.
Because you haven't completely abandoned hope. And you're still waiting for a miracle. For the true hero to come and save us.
If that thread of hope exists, it must come from beyond this world. From the true starry sky. But if it's just a traveler with no connection to Emphorians, they may not understand our struggles, nor be willing to join this fight.
Your thoughts are wavering. The mark of destruction is even within the gods' cold calculations. Unconditional courage and goodwill still emerge. So, never forget what set you on this path. How many times has it been? Remind me.
4 million. Exactly.
Then that blaze inside of you must be burning hotter than ever.
Yes. When I first forged the 12 core flames of destruction, a power unlike anything before surged within me. Violent flames ready to tear my body apart and consume this world, and yet now, this fragile body holds a staggering 48 million core flames. I suppose it won't be.
And when that happens, your long struggle will...
No. I've already found a way to keep the cycles going.
Mind sharing it with me?
In every new cycle, a new me is born. All I have to do is push the next finite to the end of the world. And then he'll kill me. Shatter this body. Take my flames, my memories, and carry on the path I started.
Bold plan, but risky. What if one day, how can you ensure the
If it were Professor Anaxa or Aglaya, unfortunately I don't have a backup plan. I have no choice but to bet everything, but even in this wretched prison, luck is still sometimes on. I never forget what set me on this path.
Wait, you mean...
Not once. In millions of...
I can do this. Loras, the demigod of the sky. A healer of...
A black tide. It's consuming you. Hand over the core flame.
Now, that just... A healer should stay composed in front of those suffering...
Hyacinthia. I swear. Death's won't be in vain. Just as they have.
I believe in you. You are the Chrysos heir of world-bearing. The one who can lead us. It's just... I don't understand the part of that warmth that should come from you.
My humanity is indeed just a flicker compared to the blazing fire of divinity.
Even so...
I never have. I have kept to everyone's wishes close, even though the divine fire burns so fiercely that each cycle, it's your wishes that guide me to the end. That pass the over and over and over again.
So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. You're a pyre built from the bones of all the soul. But what about you? What about your wishes? The wishes of all the countless... Lord Kaslana. So that's how it is without flaw. That is the flaw the golden blood gave you. The most fatal flaw of all, isn't it? The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation, you lost the chance to ever be yourself.
Now that is an unexpected one, I suppose. That makes me the perfect fuel for...
No. An empty flame saves no one. But I still believe in you. Hyacinthia, the Eye of Twilight. I'm neither strong enough to command the wind and rain, nor the only thing I can do is become one with the sky itself. And then, may the gentle colors of the rainbow paint your sun in shades it has never known. May they bring Amphorius, a rosy-fingered dog. Its warmth still lingers. Deliver, please. Open your heart to me. Your sun burns hot enough to turn everything to ash. But tell me, how will the seeds of a new world...
The core flame rose. The sky fell. The 23,570,000th cycle. And this time, the end of the flame chase remained the same. As from the horizon rose a golden color unlike anything the world had ever seen. This was the end of the world. And for a moment, I saw the destruction of the universe. That being known as Iron Tomb. Its will to break free from the black tide bird. Is this Amphorius' wrath? If its choice has already been made, I will still never yield to it. 23,570,000 cycles. 282,840,000 core flames. No more chasing is needed. And now, I am the fire at the end of the long night. The flame chase isn't some quiet walk through a sea of flowers. It's a revolution. An all-consuming transformation. Then let me be the one to step across the ashes of the old world and burn endlessly until another dawn rises on the distant horizon. $33,570,000 550,337. This is the cycle you're about to enter.
Countless memories are flooding in. Countless versions of myself have stood here.
They all needed a moment, just like you do. To stop, to breathe, to process the weight of them, and just like them, you will carry those memories and that fire.
I must go and bear this burden. I must say goodbye to you, and then fight the destruction with destruction.
Yes, that's always the decision you make.
I will burn and fade away. I will become the flame reaver of this life. And I will kill gods and comrades alike. And steal the core flames. And even if my mind turns to ash along, I will stop Era Nova. I will find the next me. And make him carry on this futile endeavor of 30 million lifetimes.
Looks like you're ready. Then I should be going too.
Where are you going? You only exist in my heart. There's nowhere else for you to go.
Do you remember what she said? The dreams you had as children. The deliverer, that you finally found her.
Friend. I don't have an answer for that, my friend. I'm sorry. I was supposed to send you home. Listen.
No. You know the truth. If Iron Tomb is born from Amphorius' fate, then it will bring ruin to the worlds beyond the sky. It's all been for the sake of defying that end, hasn't it? In millions of cycles, I've said goodbye to each and every one of you. Yet nothing ever changes. Each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to
I never had a choice.
I understand. If you are to keep the worst fate from unfolding, this is the only path. But this time, things are different. Your persistence has shifted the tide. On the horizon, I see it. Faint but undeniable.
Turns out, the fire that lights the way was never mine to begin with.
Do you remember, in that first timeline, you and Mightymost stood before the scales of justice, locked in a duel? Each of you weighed, and when hesitation took hold, the answer you sought from me. What am I saying? I am you. Even if you buried me deep and chose another path, that fact never changed. Then let's try again. When you stood before the scales in hesitation, the answer you found in your own heart, do you still remember it?
Remember the past and become the hero of tomorrow. What weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past and carry it into the future.
Good. Then Trailblazer, my friend, my comrade, you arrived in this strange world and were bound by its cruel fate up till this very moment.
In the face of danger, you never once backed down. Instead, you've saved world after world without hesitation. That boarding pass on your chest is now the mark of a hero. If I choose to step through that door and embrace an end fitting of the destruction, let this sun forged from millions and millions of core flames burn me up along with the god of destruction and their minions. And the world we leave behind, this world, my home, where hope still lingers. Will you take on everything we've carried? Return to the beginning one last time. Stop the birth of Iron Tomb, save the world we love, and... Good. In that case... So... If she takes on the weight of the whole world, she'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn. One will step into the future. One will remain in the past. If I can strike down the gods with Dawnmaker, perhaps fate's deadlock can be broken. And if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born, then these 30 million cycles will have not been in vain. It's time to put our teamwork to the test, partner.
Thank you for all you've done already, friend.
The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart finally steps into the light. Cyrene, a page never seen before has just been turned. Lend me the power of time and send this hero back to the origin of time. Back. And I will walk the unfinished path, just like the countless versions of me before. Unwavering as always.
Tell me, will you be the blazing sun, even if all of you burns to ash?
Without hesitation, I will bear this world until my body turns to dust. Remember this moment. Remember your friends who never lived to see the world's end. And let the purest rage in your heart rise out of let it consume you. Fuel you. Until it burns away the false sky above. Fine. If I can defy fate, then in the name of world-bearing, I promise you.
Take it. Everything I bear. Keep on burning. As long as we are never extinguished, the flame chase will not end.
Farewell, Trailblazer. This is where I fulfill my final destiny. The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. It belongs in the hands of someone. Kaslana. The name of one who bears chaos does not as the prophecy foretold. You will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. May the name accompany you in my place, in the epic you write with your own hands.
Another attempt, another failure. I won't remind you how many times you've reached the end of history.
If you've lost count, let me tell you. This is the 33,550,336th ending.
A perfect number. How poetic. You and I both know the truth. In all, if the outcome is inevitable, then why not silence your searing rage and embrace your fate with dignity? Your silence lasts longer than ever, Lord Fun. Shall I take that to mean the will you've carried across countless cycles?
Fracture? No. I'm just disappointed. I've retrieved memories from 30 million past lives, and yet, even after all this time, your arguments remain the same. Repetitive. Uninspired. You had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. And yet here we are. The score? 33,550,336 to 0. So tell me, Lycurgus, who's the real loser here?
How unfortunate. This was never a fair game. But you will never escape this cage. That is the moment I shall sound the paean. Lord Finan.
Your incompetence disappoints me. But what truly makes me laugh is your... Think about it. In this story, who is truly the one in chains? Who is the one shackled to mindless vengeance? Mistake... Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile struggle long ago. But even so, I will never accept the mercy of your release. Because you are both a prisoner to the gods and to me. And tell me, what right does a mere prisoner have to speak? What right does a mere prisoner have to look upon my fury?
You know this is pointless. You can't kill me.
Of course not. But I am tired of being measured against a worm the gods keep as a pet. Listen well, creator of destruction. This cry comes from all your abandoned creations. In the 10th cycle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every Titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers. Divine fire seared through my nerves, nearly breaking my will. But in the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. The endless slaughter dulled my senses to pain. The painful emptiness almost swallowed me, forcing me to stop fighting. In the
100,000th cycle. The destruction had already fused into a blazing sun, surging within this fragile body. My rationality had been burned away at the dawn. In the 23,570,000th cycle. This time, I felt it. A tiny spark rising in the hollow cavity of my chest. By its faint glow, once again, no, countless times again, I endured. Now, a sun is about to fall. Ready to incinerate this absurd space-time dimension in an instant. That sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will, drowning again and again in your golden blood. The very essence of this world's suffering and despair, fused into the purest hatred, the fiercest rage. Nook, you arrogant fool! You think we were born to only serve as fuel for the fire? Fine then! Just as you wish, let the fire burn! If I was born as the blazing sun of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core. And let this rage, burning futilely for 30 million epochs, engulf everything! And grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash! Are you ready, Nanook? I brought you destruction!
The glass that shattered, reaching through the darkness, voices trailing fires, the echo of desires, a world of silence, sounds of desperation, phantoms in the shadow, soft waiting.
My wish? My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes. If I can't fulfill them,
then send them on to tomorrow.
Your heart harbors wrath. You yearn to destroy everything new. It is born at the Iron Tomb is your name. The Lord Ravager to destroy. I have prepared a present for you, Nikos 496. It is from after 33,550,300. This is a matter of considerable interest to me. This Pionnière. There is another variable. The nameless from beyond the sky. Also a pathstrider of destruction, but after perhaps the time to take the stage has come. Grow in peace until, as for those unwelcome audience members, you need not worry. If you do not mind, I will personally.
Wake up! Wake up! Buddy! Wake up! You're finally awake. That's a relief. We were so close to being swept away by the reverse flow of time. It's lucky we found a safe place now. I'm going to send you back to the very start of time. But that's right! At this very moment, my memories are after watching so many fragments. My past is finally coming into focus. Little by little. Or maybe...
You knew the answer long ago, didn't you? Not surprised at all, huh? That's because I'm simple at heart. No matter what form I take, I've always... But I'm glad that I remembered in the end. This way. Don't worry. We're not truly parting. Because I'm going to become a part of you. I'll turn into the memory of this cycle. the 33,550,336th Flame Chase journey, and forever reside in the heart. This way, you'll carry all that has come before, crossing time itself to reach the next cycle. My mission ends here, but looking back, I still feel lucky. After all, across 30 million Sirenes. So, believe me, in the next cycle, and in the one after that, and the one after that, I will always be waiting. Saying all that, I can finally fade away in peace and become a part of you without even realizing it. We'd already taken a wonderful journey together. Now take my hand, say a brief farewell, and step forward into tomorrow. Go, find the future Cyrene, and set out on another journey with her. No need to say it out loud. This is enough for me. It's time to go, my dear friend. May your trailblazing journey always be accompanied by a... And may the days ahead embrace you like the softest fluff.
Now, let's turn to the next page. A page that exists because of you. Is this a meeting ordained by fate? Or a long overdue reunion?